Adam, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken. Thanks for taking my call today.
You bet. What's up?
Hey, I am just trying to look for some advice. So I had a career. I have a master's degree. Master's degree was working in higher education. Had to be home for some family reasons, so I had to take a job that allowed me to do that more. Now that I'm ready to make the jump back to more of a career than what I'm doing, I'm finding or feeling that most of the time people are just looking at what I'm currently doing and not what I've done in the past in my education. So I'm just trying to figure out how to make that clear and come across better when I'm sending out resumes and talking to companies.
Yeah. Well, it feels like you're letting them control the narrative, and so I want you to answer the question. It's pretty straightforward, but it's the answer to your issue here, and that is, why are people only paying attention to what you're doing right now? What's causing them to overlook your past qualifications and work in education?
And that I'm not sure.
Well, sure
I was
you
working
are.
in higher education.
Well, sure you
things.
are. Hold on a second. So give me a real scenario where you applied for a higher education position and somebody only saw what you're currently doing.
What I'm being told basically is that I don't have the qualifications for the position.
Okay, but you see, that's very different than what you asked me, and that's okay. I'm not picking on you. But it's not that they're not seeing what you've done in the past. You're applying for things that you're not qualified for. That's a big difference. It's not like they're overlooking all the things you've done. They're saying you're not qualified for what you've applied for. So give me an example. What was it? What did you apply for?
I've applied for advising positions. Working in higher education.
Academic
Correct,
advising?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And what qualifications are you missing? If they're saying you're not qualified, then what is it that you're missing? That they're saying you must have these things here, and you don't have them. What is it?
I don't know if it's just the years of experience, because my previous positions that I had there, I was kind of a broad, like I wore multiple hats because of the university that I was at. So I don't know if it is just because I wasn't in a specific role. I was more of a floater with my position. So I've had a little bit of experience in doing that, but it wasn't my permanent position. So I don't know if that's the reason.
Okay, again, what are they saying is required to become an academic advisor that you currently don't have? It's either education or experience. What is it?
Most of the time they just talk to me about experience.
Okay. All right. And so what experience is needed for you to get those gigs?
I mean, the way I think of it and have thought about it would be just being able to get into that field to be able to start working in it. So I don't know if there's, what I was doing was entry level. So I don't know if I need to just continue to try to look into entry level and work my way back up.
Yeah, that's it. See, I'm leading you there. I wanted you to come to the conclusion on your own, because we get this call a lot. So I don't want you to feel bad, and I don't want you to feel like I'm picking on you, but I'm forcing you into the corner of reality. Because people say this to me all the time. I call the show, Ken, I'm applying for stuff, and the problem is they're saying I need experience. How do I get experience if they won't hire me? And it's like, wait a second. Somebody got those jobs. How'd they get them? They had some level of experience. What is that experience? And you've already revealed what's going on here, is that your experience before at the higher education level was very entry level, and so you needed to stay in it a little bit longer. You need to get in is step number one, folks, and this isn't just for Adam. Get in. If there's a job you want and you're not qualified for it, you got to get qualified. It's stage 2 of my 7 stages. Get clear, get qualified is next. Well, how do I get qualified? There's 2 major ways: experience and education. What do I need to learn? And it sounds like you've got all the education requirements. Is that true, Adam?
Yeah. Yep. I've got my master's degree.
Great. So now it's all about doing. What experience do I need? Well, I've got to get in the higher education world. I got to get in, and it stinks that I got to go entry level, but that's how we all get in. We get in. And once I'm in, now I'm focused on doing a great job in the present by knowing my role, accepting my role, maximizing my role, growing my qualities that make me promotable. The 5 qualities are likable, coachable, reliable, adaptable, honorable. Those 5 things. You can grow. If you're a 5 in all of those on a scale of 1 to 10, you can become a 10 in those things. And Adam, if that's what you do, and if you got to work a second job because it's not paying that well right now, then that's what you got to do. If you got to slash expenses big time for a season, a year or two, then that's what you've got to do. You've got to get in, sir. You got to get on the first rung of the ladder. Then we work on walking up the ladder. So there's really no magical answer for me. It's just you're applying for things that you're not qualified for. Okay, so I got to go get qualified. While I'm getting qualified, I can walk through stage 3 at the same time, which is get connected. So you're clear on what you want to do. You're ready to step into stage 2, get qualified. While you're there, get connected. Use the proximity principle. Get around people who are academic advisors. Get in places where academic advisors are hanging out, online, webinars and communities on Facebook, blah, 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 blah. You become birds of a feather flock together. That's what you become. You become a bird and you start flocking around the whole academic advising world. And by doing so, you are going to meet more of the right people and you are going to have opportunity to get in the right places. And that's where the opportunity shows up like a train at a train station. If I know today, if I need a train, I'm going to the train station. I don't even need a ticket. I just get to the train station and I'll find a way to get on the train because that's where the trains are. 844-747-2577, 844-747-2577. Madison, jump on there with Adam and see if he needs a copy of The Proximity Principle, my #1 best-selling book, which addresses this issue. This is for people who know where they want to go, but they're not sure how to get there. The Proximity Principle says in order to do what I want to do, I've got to be around people that are doing it and in places where it is happening. Here's the formula. The right people plus the right places equals opportunity. So you can get it right now, all 3 formats, hard copy, autographed, the ebook, and the audiobook read by me, all 3 formats, one price, $25, kencoleman.com. Go to the store.